first thing that you should do is fill in gaps questions, is try to guess which word or number, what kind of word should be there, like if you have some time before the test. So for example, the first question, they're asking for hectares, so it should be kind of number. There are wetland, lakes, ponds, and some kind of landscape or place, location. Lakes, ponds, something similar to that. Then, for the third one, subjects studied in educational visits include science, geography, all the subjects. For science, children look at about plants. I don't know, maybe it's a globe, something like that. Then geography includes learning to use and compass. So it's kind of probably map, something related to geography and similar to compass. For leisure and tourism, mostly concentrates on the parks, some kind of noun. Music, children make something with natural materials and experiment with rhythm and speed, maybe some kind of song or melody, again noun. Then for number 7, benefits of outdoor educational visits. They give children a feeling of something that they may not have elsewhere. Children learn new, noun, maybe plural, and gain confidence, self-confidence. And practical issues, cost per child, the price, number, adults such as free, some kind of category, noun, yeah? So let's start the first part of listening.
Published by Cambridge University Press and Assessment, 2024. This recording is copyright.
Let me know if you have any questions.
This is the IELTS listening test. You will hear a number of different recordings and you will have to answer questions on what you hear. There will be time for you to read the instructions and questions, and you will have a chance to check your work. All the recordings will be played once only. The text to an answer sheet, Country Park, about a school visit. First, you have some time to look at questions 1 to 6.
So perhaps you could tell me two of our classes. Classes.
Okay. What would you like to know?
Well, I'm new to this area, so perhaps you could tell me something about the park first, please.
Of course. Altogether, the park covers 170 acres. That's 69 hectares. There are 3 main types of habitat: wetland, grassland.
So the first time, she didn't say the area in hectares, so she said 170 kilometers, so in hectares it was 69. First I wrote this one because that was the first number that I heard, but you look at the measurements, you need hectares, not kilometers or meters, so like they try to trick you that way.
And woodland. The woods are well established and varied, with an oak plantation and other areas of mixed species.
Right.
The wetland is quite varied too. The original farmland was dug up around 40 years ago to extract gravel. Once this work was completed, the gravel pits filled with water, forming the 2 large lakes. There are also several smaller ones, ponds, and a stream that flows through the park.
Okay, so
So here in the second one, the answer is stream. They mentioned wetland, 2 lakes that are formed, ponds, and a stream. Stream это ручей, если кто-то не знает.
Suppose with these different habitats, there's quite a variety of wildlife.
There certainly is. A lot of different species of birds and insects, and also animals like deer and rabbits.
And I understand you organise educational visits for school parties.
That's right. We can organise a wide range of activities and adapt them to suit all ages.
Can you give me some examples of the activities?
Well, one focus is on science, where we help children to discover and study plants, trees, and insects. They also collect and analyse data about the things they see. Another focus is on geography. The park is a great environment to learn and practice reading a map and using a compass to navigate around the park.
Do you do anything connected with history?
Yes, we do. For instance, the children can explore how the use of the land has changed over time. Then there's leisure and tourism.
That focuses on your visitors, I would imagine.
Yes, mostly. The children find out about them, their requirements, the problems they may cause, and how we manage these. And another subject we cover is music. Here the children experiment with natural materials to create sounds and explore rhythm and tempo.
That must be fun.
So with number 3, I'm not sure, but I heard the word data when they talked about plants and animals. This one is under question because I guess I lost my concentration a bit. Then number 4 was clear. I expected this answer. Read geography using map and compass. Then there was this one was quite tricky because it was mentioned by the visitor, and she just replied yes. Then number 6, instead of make, they used the word create sounds. First they used natural materials and thank you. Then they used the word to create sounds. So that's it. I think I will re-listen this part because I'm not sure. Let me point it with the green one.
And use where we help children to... That's right. We can organise a wide range of activities and adapt them to suit all ages.
Can you give me some examples of the activities?
Well, one focus is on science, where we help children to discover and study plants, trees, and insects. They also collect and analyse data about the things they see. Another focus is on geography.
Yeah, I think this is data, so I will listen it and reassured that this is data. Let's go to the question number 7. Thank you.
The problems they may cause and how we...
That focuses on your visitors, I would imagine.
Yes, mostly. The children find out about them, their requirements, the problems they may cause, and how we manage these. And another subject we cover is music. Here the children experiment with natural materials to create sounds and explore rhythm and tempo.
That must be fun.
Most children really enjoy it.
Before you hear the rest of the conversation, you have some time to look at questions 7 to 10. Now listen and answer questions 7 to 10.
And of course, all the activities are educational too. Learning outside the classroom encourages children to be creative and to explore and discover for themselves.
I would imagine they get a sense of freedom that might not be a normal part of their lives.
That's right. And very often, the children discover that they can do things they didn't know they could do, and they develop new skills. This gives them greater self-confidence.
It sounds...
So for number 7, they didn't use the word feelings, they used the word sense. The main idea here is about demonstrating creative side of kids, but they don't use like creativity mainly like noun form, and they used sense instead of feeling, which is a synonym, and that's why the answer is sense or feeling of freedom, which is related to being able to express creativity. Number 8, it's I think quite easy. They literally is learning new skills and gaining self-confidence.
So, what about the practical side of it? How much does it cost for a full day visit? We would expect to bring between 30 and 40 children.
If there are over 30, it costs £4.95 for each child who attends on the day. We invoice you afterwards, so you don't pay for children who can't come because of sickness, for example. There's no charge for leaders and other adults, as many as you want to bring.
That sounds very fair. Well, thanks.
So here he asks about bringing over 30 children. She doesn't specify like the exact price, but like approximate one, 4.95. About adults, it was a little bit difficult. I expected some like pensioners, retired people maybe. But the only thing that I heard related to adults, it's like leaders and other adults. So probably they mean like leaders part of this group. So that's it. Let's try to look at the answers and check it. Let me know if you don't have the Cambridge materials. I can in the comments below, or maybe in comments of any of my posts in TikTok. This is test 1, listening. So it's 69. It was clear. Just like kilometers versus hectares, this thing was kind of confusing. So try to write down any number you hear here. But pay attention at the words close to this number that you need. Then stream data, this one is correct. I released that. Map, visitors, sounds, freedom, skills, 4.5, and leaders. To hear like only like good listening skills can only help there. Listening kind of wouldn't help.